Okay, hello. So, you know, before I get on camera, I usually think my hair looks really good, and I get on camera and I'm like, why is this so ugly? Like when I was like doing my hair like 2 minutes ago, everything looked really pretty and separated and shiny and voluminous, and you just like you jump on camera and it's just like there's like nothing happening. Okay, so this is going to be primarily a haul video. I will do a little update. I haven't been up here in a while. The last time was probably, I don't know, mid-February. And I can update you from there in the next video. Most importantly, I am fine, my family is fine, and I have not been in like lockdown or isolation because essential business, not in like the health care sense, but just the, I don't know how to explain it, the economic infrastructure of the country, that kind of industry. So it's been business as usual, but with many added layers of stress that I've never thought I would have to think about. So yes, I have a lot of thoughts on that, and we will talk about that in the next video. Sephora haul, because, you know, fun. So this is my first order, and I've had this stuff for like 2 or 3 days, so I've used everything 2 or 3 times. So I have thoughts for you, recommendations. The Pinterest board, link it below. I have a Pinterest board called Sephora Recommendations. So it has every category of everything that I would recommend to you. And then there's another board within there that is called Sephora possible purchases. So whenever there's a sale or whenever I see something I'm interested in, I'll put it in there. And as I either purchase it or try it and don't like it, I'll either remove it from the board completely or I will shift it to, say, you know, something I like. So there's a foundation on there that I've been thinking about getting. I get it. If I like it, I switch it to the foundation board as a recommendation. If I don't like it, it's removed completely. So yeah, it will be linked below. I believe the sale is open to all tiers at this point, so I mean, kind of good timing for this video. Okay, so my lips are bare right now because I wanted to share with you 2 lip products. The first one is the NARS Afterglow Lip Balm. It's in the shade Laguna. This, I believe, is currently limited edition. Perhaps they will make it permanent. It's really pretty. It's this like brown shade, and I'm going to apply it so you can see it. Depending on your lip color tone and or your skin tone, it might look like nothing, or it might be like on my lips but better. There is a corresponding gloss that I considered getting, but I read that both of them do have shimmer in them, and it's not my preference for shimmer. I'd rather just have it be like shiny, but this one is really pretty. A lot of people I know have picked up backups. I don't know if I'm in that realm yet, but it is really pretty. On me, I have like a mauve-y tone in my lips, so this definitely looks more my lips but better. But it's nice, it's comfortable. Again, it wears like a lip balm, so it will kind of disappear after, you know, a couple hours, and especially if you eat. So I like it. I'm gonna keep it. There's some things I am not gonna keep here, so just wanted you to see that. And then the other item I picked up is from Tower 28. This brand specifically, I think, has been getting a lot of love. I believe it's K-Beauty. I have so much K-Beauty stuff to share with you guys. I've been putting in Yes Style like orders. I've also just been getting a lot of PR, like skincare related things. So I have so many things to share with you future. So I saw Samantha Ravndal, I think it was an Instagram post, but she had like this lip color on, and I was like very enamored and hyper focused. I'm like, what is on her lips? And it was this. So, and then henceforth, many people have also talked about it and picked it up. So I'm interested. So let me remove that, or most of that, so I can apply this. I love orange. If I ever buy anything, I usually veer towards, you know, like a peachy nude shade or an orange. This looks so different on her. I wonder if she layered it. On her, it looked very kapow. On me, this is like lackluster. I mean, I do have a lot of orange lipsticks, so I could probably layer it, but it looked really intense on her and it looked really pretty, but maybe I'm just not gonna get that. It is super comfortable. It wears very comfortably. It's not sticky. It's very, very glidey, almost kind of like an oil, but not as like drippy, you know what I mean? So I like this and I would recommend this. I think because of the way the shade shows up on me, there's other colors I could be interested in, but I'm just trying not to buy gloss. As far as like lip products go, I'm trying not to buy a gloss. Tower 28, I have picked up other items from them, and I think the overall aesthetic is very dewy, glossy, natural looking, like no makeup kind of looks, but with a lot like, how do you explain it? Like healthy pigment, not like intense pigment. I don't know if that makes any sense. Okay, so lip products, that's what I picked up. Eyeshadow wise, okay, so I've already done swatches to keep it short, but I have the KVD Lolita Por Vida palette. When this released, I wanted it so bad, and I've just wanted it ever since. However, you know, Kat Von D, controversial. At first, I wasn't like paying attention to what was being said and everything, but then it's just like thrown in your face constantly, right? When people talk about makeup or they like talk about this brand, and you're just like, okay, I get it. It is a bit like, we need to not support this. So now that, you know, she's off, ooh, she's like not part of the brand anymore. I think she like, they bought her out or something. I can comfortably buy this eyeshadow palette because this is like my color story. I love it so much. So it looks like this. These two are like a cream, and then this of course is a glitter, but the product pigmentation, texture, the way it applies, it is absolutely beautiful. I love it so much. I have this on today. I have a little bit of this maybe on the inner corner. I have this a little bit on the lid. This is the shade that drew me in. Whenever I go to Sephora and I have like swatched this color, hold on. Are we seeing that? It is like a peach, but then it flashes this like blue-green, but subtly, almost like a pastel. And I have it on the lid. It's really subtle. I think if I use it wet, I'll get a little more of that, but I like it because it's not, how do I explain what I'm trying to tell you right now? When you get colors that are like a duochrome and they flash, sometimes when they flash a lot on my lids, because there's not that much space, I only get like blue or green, and I don't get like kind of that like really pretty shimmer shift. And with this color, because it is more subtle, for whatever reason, it shows up really beautifully on my lids. Not today. Yesterday looked awesome, did not film, but today it's very, very subtle. We will try to revisit this again so you can see it. Okay, looking lighter. I guess the sun is, it is very early in the morning, so the sun will be rising. You can probably see from over there. Okay, so here is swatches. This palette, and even the palette I'm going to show you next, it's like almost, you gotta like use it, see it in person to fully like enjoy how beautiful it is. So I love this so much. The other eyeshadow palette I picked up is the Artist Couture Supreme Nudes. This packaging, when I saw it online and whenever people are showing it, it looks really like boring, but in person it is like, it's like the beveled edges. There's just something about it that's like very sleek and sophisticated. Ugh. Let's get the fingerprints off. Very beautiful. I still didn't get all the fingerprints off. So again, this is a palette, when you see it in person and you swatch everything and you use it, application is where you're going to be like, oh, this is just stunning. So I love this. I would recommend both of these palettes to you. This might become my new favorite like go-to palette because it just has everything that I want, outside of maybe like kind of like a wine burgundy matte, which I use a lot. I love using that. I have it on today. I love using it like at the very base of the lash line, the top and bottom. So those are the swatches of the Supreme Nudes. This color obviously speaks to me. I love greens, and that is such a beautiful green, but every other shade in here, this one kind of blends into my skin, which is great. I like that, so I use it to blend out colors. But these are shades that I really enjoy. Texture and performance is also really, really great. I've never really tried much from this brand because he tends to come out with a lot of loose powders, whether it be highlighter, eyeshadow, whatever. It's just not something, I don't want to do that. So this pressed formula is like very exciting for me. Can you tell by how like monotone I am, how excited I am? Okay. I also picked up the limited edition hourglass, what is it called? The Absolute Strobe Light. They had this out for a while and then they got rid of it. And then this is one of the few products where I feel like I had like some bit of FOMO. I'm usually not someone that like, you know, oh my God, I never got that product. But I feel like people, even after it was like gone, people would talk about this all the time. And I'm like, okay, what is it? What is the big deal? So when I applied this to my hand, when I was just test swatching, I was just like, it's okay, it's like whatever. But it's when you apply it to the face is where you see how beautiful it is. It's like if I used almost a cream highlight, like a very beautiful cream highlight, but it's a powder, so it sets, so it's great. So I have it down the nose. I have a little bit up here. But I get it. I understand the hype now. I don't know if me doing a swatch is going to do anything for you because again, the swatches don't really do anything. So there's the 3. I mean, they look pretty, but you know, it's on the face where you're going to really see how beautiful they are. Okay, so from Fenty, I have a cream bronzer and a cream blush, of which I both have on right now. So I have Butter Biscuit. I also picked up Teddy, but that's coming up in like a later haul. So I'll swatch this one for you. And then I also have the blush in Fuego Flush. The size difference is kind of a big deal. For me, I don't mind because I'm not a huge blush wearer, except when it's like an orange, then I wear it. So I have both of them on today and I think what is this? What is that? Is that a dry patch? I don't know. Oh, did it go away? No, it's still there. Okay, anyway, I have this on today. There's Butter Biscuit and Fuego Flush. I think they're really pretty. I also picked up Macchiato, but Macchiato goes very warm on me. So it's the shade up from this. This is number 2, Macchiato is number 3. So I would recommend these 2 definitely if you're into them. And I can't wait to get Teddy because Teddy is more of like a traditional bronzer shade. Like I think it's more brown, so I'm very excited for that. And then because this is like a lighter tone, I applied the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand in the medium to dark shade, kind of as to give it a little bit more structure here and here. I also use Butter Biscuit down the nose and I think it's really pretty. I almost forgot to apply powders because I was using so many creams and I finally went in and did like a little bit of powder so it does not look too glowy. So I also got 2 concealers. One is the Beauty Blender concealer. This is not that new anymore, but there's just, I feel like from January, maybe December through Feb, I wasn't really that into buying a lot of makeup, or just in general, I wasn't into anything. So if anything was released in that time frame, I may have picked up certain things, but not like the way I usually be into makeup. So while not new, it's still new to me. I have the shade 3.25 medium neutral. I had got a blister card with this concealer. Okay, first flaw, when you go to open it, there's a lot of resistance, and I noticed right now it's getting a little messy, and when I like release it and there's like a pop and I might get a little bit of concealer drops like somewhere else. So I'm not really a fan of this. I think it is due to the shape of the applicator. There we go. It's a little rotund in one area, and I think the opening of the concealer component they didn't quite get it right there. However, I really do like this concealer. I have it on the under eyes and I use it on the face, and I like it for both. So that's like a huge win for me when it comes to concealer. It has a matte finish, semi-matte finish, and it's really pretty. I like it. It looks really good under the eyes and it performs really well on the face, and I think that's kind of hard to find. I have the Kosas concealer in shade 4. It doesn't look like it would be very yellow. However, I don't know if I have to go lighter, but this is so yellow on my under eyes. It looked so bad. So there's a swatch of the Beauty Blender one, and then this is the Kosas. It's incredibly yellow, and on my skin it looks even more yellow than what you're seeing on camera, and I don't know if because of the shade I didn't like it as much, but when I just look at the finish of my eyes, like when I first got it, I like took all my makeup off and like put all the stuff on, right? So I put the Beauty Blender concealer on one eye and I put this one on the other, and I just, outside of the tone being off for the Kosas, the finish just looked way better on the Beauty Blender one. So I would recommend the Beauty Blender to you. Not this one so much. And then I was gonna try the Ilia, but even like just reading reviews, I'm like, I don't even know if I should bother, because it just didn't seem like, it seemed like this one was better than that one. So, and I don't even really like this one that much. So we'll skip out on the Ilia. Speaking of Ilia, I got the Super Serum Skin Tint SPF 40. It has niacinamide, squalane, and hyaluronic acid. All things that we like here. There's SPF, there's skincare ingredients. It sounds like it would be good for your skin. The problem for me with serum foundations of the past is it's counterintuitive for this to be the result. However, serums, they always end up, oh, I'm sorry, the sun. They accentuate dryness. I don't know why that is. It actually, oh my God, something is getting caught. Something is getting caught. Has it been caught the whole time? Has it been bothering you guys? Okay, so this one I think is superior to a lot of the other serum foundations I have used. They typically come in a dropper form. They can sometimes be oil-based, but they just, for whatever reason, accentuate any kind of dryness I have. So you really have to fully exfoliate, really properly hydrate yourself, your skin, for it to look good. So this I just applied with my fingers. I've used it 3 days now, and I think it's stunning. I think the finish is beautiful. I just apply it to my fingers like this, and then I just kind of press it in. It blends in, melts in immediately. It looks even better after like 5-10 minutes, and then after an hour, it just looks really beautiful. My only issue is, as much as I think this is a beautiful foundation, it actually really looks like your skin. The coverage is like light, not quite light medium, but could be there depending on what your needs are. The smell of this foundation reminds me of a dead bird. If you have a pet, a dog or a cat, and they have ever brought you a dead bird or have played in a dead bird, you know what that smells like. And I'm apologizing to you if you love this foundation and you're like, yeah, it smells weird, but you couldn't pinpoint the smell, and now you can't unsmell this thing that I am sharing with you. But it is really, I smell it when I'm applying it, obviously. It does dissipate, but because I'm applying it with my fingers, as I'm doing my makeup, I don't necessarily wipe it all off. Like, I can get most of it off my hands, but like as I'm doing my makeup, I can still kind of smell it, and it's just so, it like really ruins the experience. And I understand this is like one of those like clean beauty brands, so they're not adding scent to their products, but I mean, it's like dead bird or bird poop. I love it though. Like, so, okay, so I'm very torn. Let me know, I don't know. It's like, let me know how I could not smell this, but it is, we're very torn on this, extremely torn. Okay, so I'm trying to see if that's everything for makeup. Oh, okay, you know, I ordered the Tatcha Silk Canvas and I did not get it. They did not ship it to me. They shipped instead this Clarisonic deep pore brush head, which I did not order. So I'm gonna have to like contact them and be like, I don't want this. Please send me the Tatcha that I wanted to try out. Okay, so skincare wise, I also picked up the Drunk Elephant F-Balm Electrolyte Water Facial Mask. So I had received a sample of this. Samples really get me. I mean, they can really make it happen. So I really enjoyed the sample. This also comes with a little mini of the TLC, which I also love and considered repurchasing. I'm like almost out of the one I have. Drunk Elephant had sent over like, I want to say it was like 3 years ago. Probably 3 years ago, they sent over like PR, and there was like full-size products of a lot of their products, full sizes of a lot, whatever. So anyways, I've been using the sample that I have. I think it was like a 5 ml sample, and I really liked it. And I just think it's a really great kind of like in-between moisturizer. Like, it's not something like a gel, but it's also not something that's super intense for like either really aging skin or like really dry winters. It's kind of an in-between. So I really, really enjoy this. I don't know why. Okay, the term sleeping mask or overnight hydrating mask, those terms are very confusing to me. I don't really know why it's called that. Like, it's just a moisturizer. Why is it a hydrating nighttime sleeping mask? Whenever I hear those, words or variations of those terms together. I'm just like, okay, so I wear this moisturizer at night. Anyway, I like this. I would recommend this to you. I also grabbed these Peace Out pores. So this is incredibly expensive. You guys know I love hydrocolloid masks, and or like blemished patches. I get the ones from Walmart. They're the Hanhu, and I've tried a lot of brands, CosRX, Elizaveta. I've tried so many different blemish patches, and I have been having quite a situation here. There's like 3 dots here. It was like a blemish, and I could suck it out sometimes and it would come back, and I'm like, how much is in there? But it wasn't like particularly like incredibly raised. It was like a bump. So last night I tried these out. Where are they? So I got the pack where you get 4 nose strips and 4 regular pore strips. So the nose strips just look like how you would imagine a nose strip to look. So, you know, they look like that. Okay, so I haven't tried these yet. I'm gonna save these for a special time. I don't know, when I'm feeling particularly clogged. I think all blemish patches work better if you have steamed your face, and or if you are, I go a little rogue, shouldn't do this, but you know, I'll like clean these instruments with some alcohol and I'll like puncture it, right? To give it a little more like an exit so that it can be pulled into these. So the pore strips themselves are just like a rectangle. So last night I took this one and I really cut it up because I don't know if I thought maybe it was like highlighter or concealer that was, because it was like literally 3 dots here, 2 or 3 here, and they were just like not going away, but I wasn't exhibiting it on this side of my face. So I'm like, is it concealer? Is it highlighter? Is it just this side of my face? And I'm a back sleeper, so it's not like, you know, I'm like this. That is never happening. So I used these last night. These are, I don't know how to explain it, but they feel more potent. They're incredibly strong. If you have used other ones, these feel incredibly sturdy, and they feel like there's a lot more sucky action. I don't know where we're taking this. This is weird. But the area here this morning when I woke up, it was like flat and clear. So I'm torn about these as well, because I don't know, like, because these are $19 and you get 8 of them. But if they're incredibly effective and you can really cut these up, I would never recommend to just, you can put them on, but it seems quite wasteful. I would rather spot treat with these. So maybe this will be like a supplement to the other blemish patches I have, or I only use these when like something really needs to happen. I also really like the Zit Sticker. I've never bought them, but I've gotten 4 samples, which is probably what, like $20 in itself, and I really like them. But I don't know, or how about this? I like the idea of them. They work okay, but I never find that they work better than like the less expensive blemish patches, even though they have the micro darts. I don't know. I have purchased some from Amazon that are coming soon, so we can talk about those. Oh, here's something from Tower 28. I don't like this, so I will be returning this, but it's the Super Dew, and it is, so it was a cream highlight. So when you tell me it's a cream highlight, I'm very excited. I'm always down to try that. But this is just, it is just, so there's no color, there's only sheen, which is fine and looks pretty, but this does not set. Everything will stick to it. I think this could be very editorial if you were doing glossy lids or glossy skin. It would look really beautiful in a photo, but you are not gonna go out and about in the world. You are gonna be really pissed off the whole day. So yes, that's that. So that's getting returned. Is there anything else? Oh, okay. So I also picked up this mini face roller set. I read the review, so I knew that it was quite small, but I wanted to get it for this one. You get this roller and it has this metal tip, and I wanted it for the eyes because, I mean, it's just made for the under eyes. And if you are older, because I wanted to get it for me just to test it out, but I'm really looking for something for my mom, because when she rolls, she's able to like temporarily kind of, you know, shift the skin, as with all kind of like facial massaging or facial rolling. The other one you get is a little spiky, so it's more like of a tension one. So you could probably use this to massage your face. I am very into face rollers. I'm also into the cups. I love using the cups to kind of like maintain this V shape. But this is excellent. Even if you don't put it in the refrigerator, I think you'll like it because it's really cooling. The shape is really perfect, especially for the under eye, to just kind of like roll that stuff away and like drain everything into this like this point of drainage. Oh, so good. So I would recommend this. They're like so nice. So it's $10 for both, and with your discount, depending on what it is, I would pay just for this one. This is the good enough. I really don't think I'm gonna use this one. They would sell these separately, that would be great. And then it comes in a little pouch, which is actually quite nice. I usually don't care about like having a carrier, but like something like this, I would like something to come with it to keep it clean and safe. Other items that are incoming, I have like 5 orders outstanding, but okay, so other things I have coming are a melt lip liner, I got a repurchase of the Drunk Elephant Bronzy. If you guys, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I shared it with you. It's like a liquid bronzing liquid. It has like skincare ingredients, but if you add just like a drop of it to your foundations, sometimes it can like increase the coverage. And then if in the summer rolls around, if you get tan, you can use it to darken your foundation so you don't have to like, you know, buy other shades. I hate buying more than one shade of foundation. It seems really wasteful to me because I don't go through makeup that quickly. So there's that coming. What else did I get? Oh, I got the Tower 28 cream bronzers. I'm excited for that. And the Kosas bronzers. So those are all coming in like in their own order because they kind of came up on the website like one day after another. So that's what we have incoming. If I have it, we'll share it. And I don't know, maybe the sale won't be interesting anymore after a few weeks. Yes, so I hope you enjoyed this haul. It was kind of really fun to talk about makeup. I haven't really been interested in it until like the sale came up and I could just kind of start browsing again. Also, a lot of timely releases occurred right around the sale or before the sale, during the sale. So I'm rambling because I'm like, okay, so I will see you next week with a more full update about, you know, how things are going. I want to know what you guys are picking up. I more so care about how you guys are doing. For anyone that's checked in with me, thank you. That is very nice. Anyway, okay, so I will see you next week. Bye.